A white male has been arrested for ramming a stolen SUV into an interracial couple's home. But it gets even deeper than that. This is in Cold Spring, Minnesota. This person rammed a stolen SUV into this couple's home last weekend. The police say after exiting the vehicle with it directed towards the couple's home, the white male placed a granite slab on the gas pedal. Listen, he was trying to kill these folks, okay? Here's the video. Now, he was, in my opinion, trying to kill somebody, okay? It just didn't work out the way he wanted it to work out. But when you do something like that, you're trying to inflict serious injury, perhaps death. Now, let's go to the graphic of the teddy bear that was inside of the SUV. There was a teddy bear inside of the SUV, just in case people may think, well, maybe this guy didn't really mean for this to happen. Maybe it was a mistake. Do we have the way he tied up this teddy bear? Oh, you see that? That was the message he wanted to send. A teddy bear hanging in a noose. That's what he did. The couple, Andrea and Phillipe Robinson, said this individual, his name is Benton Bear, has been stalking them. He has now been charged for the attack with felony counts of auto theft, stalking, and property damage. Should be attempted murder. Let's put up a picture of his mugshot. That's him. That's the hateful SOB. The targets of this attack, Andrea and Phillipe Robinson, let's put them up. They are the victims. They are your victims. The husband told CBS Minnesota that this sick individual decided to ramp up this truck and ramp up his aggression. He went from busting out windows to shooting at cameras to knowing their schedules so well that he would follow this man's wife into the grocery store. Let me show the carnage again. Let's get a picture of that SUV in the house, okay? He wanted that SUV to go straight into that home and actually either injure or kill the residents of that home. Once again, he has not been charged with attempted murder. He has not been charged with those crimes. Let me take you to the next video.
So here we are sitting in front of our broken home that was driven into by Benton Bear. After getting on the phone with the Stearns County Prosecutor's Office, they have opted not to charge him with assault. He's be charged with stalking, criminal damage to property, and felony theft. Their assault charges aren't standing because they don't feel they have enough proof that he intended to harm someone, although he drove an excursion into the front of our house with our vehicle sitting outside. He's very well aware of our schedule because he stalks us every day for the past 83 days. I need everyone watching this video to contact the Stearns County Prosecutor's Office, to contact every media organization, because we will be willing to speak. But to allow someone to drive into our house and leave a vehicle with a noose hanging in it, if that's not a clear enough message, I don't know what is. There was one intent, and that was to kill someone in my house. And for the grace of God, we're all sitting here today.
You see that, you hear that. The prosecution is saying, we don't have enough evidence here to charge this individual with an assault crime. I will go even further than that. He should be charged with attempted murder. Now, Benton Bear, that's the individual who has victimized this couple is no stranger to the Robinsons. Andrea has a restraining order against him, and police have fielded 18 calls in the past 2 months about Benton Bear stalking and harassing her. They say the frightening behavior started after they posted a video about racism in their children's school and put a Black Lives Matter sign in their yard. Andrea says the sign became a target. You see what's happening here, right? You see what's happening. He targeted this family, stalked this family, was allowed to continue the aggression. Law enforcement did not step in. They did not stop him. He became emboldened. He became more aggressive to where he attempted to kill them. And then they arrest him for something, but they don't arrest him for the biggie. They don't arrest him for what he actually planned to do, what he intended to accomplish. They don't arrest him for that. You know why? Because they support it. You see, they understand. They get his white fragility. There's more. The police say if there's evidence of a racially motivated crime, they will seek prosecution to the fullest extent of the law. But the Robinsons have little faith, saying officers quickly gave up chasing Bear after the crash. They said if they have clear evidence that is racially motivated, they'll do something. Put up the picture of the teddy bear and the noose. There you go. That's clear evidence. There you have it. Maybe, I get it. They're going to argue that somehow in the crash, the bear just started to hang like that from the ceiling of the truck. Total coincidence. Police say they ended the search because the field he was in was wet and difficult to navigate. Phillipe says Bear was only caught later thanks to a neighbor turning him in. So even when the cops pursued this guy after he attempted to kill this couple, they said, hey fellas, it's a little too tough out here to look for somebody who tried to murder citizens in our community. We're gonna call it a night. And then another citizen, another neighbor, had more heart than all these damn cops. My brother, what are your thoughts here?
You have intent, you have planning, premeditation, you have the history. It is a miscarriage of justice to not move forward with attempted murder charge, premeditated attempted murder. I mean, you don't, the granite slab on the gas pedal is actually a very big piece of evidence there. It shows that he knew severe damage was going to be caused, severe enough to where he didn't want to be in that vehicle. That is the intent. And everything does hinge on intent. Was the intent to scare them? Was the intent to harm them? Was the intent to kill them? Him bailing out of the vehicle, setting it essentially on autopilot to go at them. That's the intent, that he wanted these people to be dead. The fact that they had to make countless complaints to the police, get the restraining order, still nothing happens. There's a history of this, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the prosecutors are not going with this, although I shouldn't be shocked. Let's be honest, I should not be. But I still am, because you still want to think that there's some kind of justice in this country. You still want to believe that the bad guys are going to get caught and the good guys are not going to get hurt. But that's not the country we live in. That's a fantasy. That's a Marvel movie. Yeah, I don't know that these people are ever going to get true justice. I don't know that this individual will end up going to jail for more than maybe 6 months, maybe a year, and he's going to be right back at it. The first thing he's probably going to do is find out where these people are now, because nothing got done. There's going to be no punishment, and it's a sick, sick world that we live in, where things like this can happen, and then the cops say, "Oh, well, we can't chase him because the field's wet." Oh my God, we got on our good shoes today. We don't want to go get dirty looking for a man who just tried to kill 2 people. But that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did, brother. And you make a great point about the premeditation involved. Obviously, the statutory definition of attempted murder fits hand in glove to something like this. You are well aware that your actions could in fact lead to the death of another person, and you intended your actions to cause severe harm or perhaps death to another individual. You have malice, you have proximity, you have motive, you have means, you have opportunity, you have an attempted murder charge.